Hey, okay, it's day 4. I'm trying to think. So what happened yesterday? Oh my gosh, it was so long ago. I kind of don't remember. What was it, Friday? So it was Friday. Everything shut down. Lovey had the day off. And I think we spent quite a bit of time outside. Oh yeah, it was super fun. We had a lot of fun outside. Yeah, until a little after 10. And I'm like, it is actively snowing. So we came inside. But then this morning, it already had blown in almost everything that we had done yesterday. Excuse me. So, yeah. And then last night, Levy ran across some person, which brought up a whole bunch of memories for both of us. So we kind of just like handled it on our own, which was fine. And it got me to thinking, like, why do we care so much? So there's an oil with Young Living that's called SARA, which is Systematic and Ritual Abuse, SARA, Systematic and Ritual Abuse. It was a free thing 1 month. And I remember thinking, what am I ever going to use this for? I guess I'll have it if I ever run across somebody who was systematically and ritually abused. But then in my, what do I know? I'm just a stay-at-home mom learning about how, the brain works and life works. When somebody does something to you or somebody says something to you and you hold on to it, and anytime a situation comes up and you use that to stop yourself from doing that thing that you want to do, you are systematically and ritually abusing yourself with this person's words and voice that probably doesn't even remember ever saying it. And it works to like shut it up. It's so awesome. So, and then, you think about stuff that happened like 20 plus years ago and who you were like 20 plus years ago. It's weird. It's just interesting. So, we did have a thing that happened yesterday. Maybe I mentioned it. I don't know. Mammy was not listening. Neither was Peanut. Nobody was listening. And I finally got him sat down in the dining room. I'm like, you know what? You listening for my voice is practice for listening to God's voice. If all you're listening for is something that you want or something that you're hoping for, and you're not actually listening for what needs to happen next, you're listening for the wrong voice. And that's what we're trying to help you learn, is how to listen for the right voice. So I was like, there's a cookie in the kitchen, there's a cookie in the kitchen, there's a cookie in the kitchen, there's a cookie in the kitchen. Go put your boots on. There's a cookie in the kitchen, there's a cookie in the kitchen. What are you listening? What are you hearing? Obviously that there's a cookie in the kitchen. So it was very sweet. I love them so much. They're so smart. And they catch on to things so fast, which I very much appreciate. But then I had to go do something downstairs. And as I am going to go downstairs, I notice something on this side of the kitchen that needs to be taken care of. I remember something that I need to say to somebody, and I see something that needs to be taken care of on this side of the kitchen. And as I'm going to walk down the stairs, I see something that needs to be put away that I start to reach for. And in my brain was just this, like, it was very gentle, but also kind of ribbing. Like, there's a cookie in the kitchen. And I'm like, oh yeah. So I got done the thing that I needed to get done and I came upstairs. And I think that is my most favorite thing about God, is how gentle he always is. And playful and fun. Like, he's never condemning. He's never any of those things that I always am worried about. He's never overly critical or condemning or any of those things that I have those voices in my head, those lies in my head, those bad reels in my head. None of that is ever God. He's so gentle and so kind and so wonderful. All the time, knowing everything about me, I can be gentle and kind and wonderful to my family too, and to even strangers, and even people who have hurt me. So, yeah. All right, fine. So, good times. Today was kind of a up in the air day. We had a thing today that was supposed to be at 2, but it would have been dangerous to get there, so we had to say no thank you. And then we're supposed to have a get together for my family tomorrow, and finally, like just now, we called it. Can't remember. So much happens in a day. But overall, just really glad. I am grateful for all of the things that are going well. I understand that not everything always goes well. I'm grateful for my part in it. The kiddos wanted to watch Frozen 2 tonight because it is Saturday. So we watched Frozen 2. Lovey made this amazing thing in the Instapot, and I'm like, that was amazing. Good job. And as we're watching Frozen 2, I paused it a couple times because that's just what I do. Is this real? No. Is any of this real? No. What's real? God is real. And then when they were talking about stuff, they said to do the next right thing. That's like an AA thing we say all the time. Do the next right thing. Do the next right thing. Do the next right thing. What do we do? The next right thing. You know, we do things quickly, completely, and with a cheerful heart. And we do the next right thing. Not the next selfish thing. Not the next I want a thing. Oh, there's one more thing that was so funny. This keeps coming up and I don't know why. But my 4-year-old will say, I don't want to. And I was like, oh. Well, let me say it again because I never asked if you wanted to. You know, like, put your boots on. Not like, put your boots on if you want to. And I love her so much because she had done something. She was like, I just waited. I waited for her to just do it. I was calm, you know, like, let your feet hang and just drop. Let your feet hang and just drop. You're getting very tense. You need to just relax. Let your feet hang and just drop. And when she finally did it, you know, we made such a big deal because we always do. Wow, we know you good, you know. And then she wanted a hug, which of course is fine. And then she goes, Mama, I was still scared. And I was like, girlie, that's the trick to being brave, is that even when you're scared, you do it anyway, right? So then we're running into this thing where she doesn't want to do things. And like, I don't know if I've talked about it before, but how do you love God? You love God by doing what you're supposed to do, right? So when you don't want to do it and you do it anyway, you show God how much you love him. Like being brave, you show how much you love when you have something that you don't want to do, but you know you need to do it. And you do it anyway, even not wanting to. That shows how trustworthy and what a good character you are. Like what good character you have. So she frowned so big. But yeah. Anyway, good times. Good times. So grateful for my community of people. For sure. Oh, well, look at that. Well, my battery is about to go, so I will. It's funny. I've got time because I cleared off some videos, but my battery's about toast. So one of these days we'll have everything together. I'm not promising. I'm probably never going to do more than one take, and I'm probably never going to edit. So you get what you get. You don't throw a fit, or throw a fit. I don't care. I'm not responsible for what you choose to do. So I do love you, but not as much as God does. And I know that we were put on this world for at the same time, which is so weird because I don't know how long this is going to be going. And a part of me loves that my kiddos can watch this when I'm not older, you know? There's not a lot of videos of my mom. I don't think there's any videos of my mom, but there's not a lot of pictures of my mom. So I don't know. I don't do this for you, but I sure hope that it helps. Yeah. I'm gonna go.